arguably the UK's favourite journeyman. Subscribe to Sporting Icons.
So after 300 fights, 12 wins, 279 losses and 9 draws, Kristian Laight has in fact now retired, dead on the nose at 300 fights. Now, for a journeyman, as some of you guys may or may not know, but you soon will now, that the journeyman is deliberate. Okay, they don't go in there to win. They go in there to give the next generation, the prospects, whatever it may be, rounds. And the idea is to not stop them, to not beat them, and don't get knocked out yourself. For a number of reasons. Number one, if you get knocked out yourself, you are put on hold, you're suspended for a while due to medical grounds, just in case that knockout was quite devastating and all that kind of thing. So it's not a good idea for a journeyman to get knocked out. The idea is to go the distance, so therefore you're going to be free to fight whenever pretty much you want. You can fight every week if you want to, or every 2 weeks, whatever it may be, and you don't really have to dedicate yourself too much to a gym. You just need to be tough. And Kristian was certainly tough. To go 300 fights, and in those 279 losses, he actually only got stopped 5 times. So again, the life of a journeyman is one of pure grit, pure determination. It's a tough job. I mean, to go in there and get pounded on for 4 rounds or 6 rounds, whatever it may be, and not get knocked out, not get stopped, and make sure that you don't chin your opponent. And the reason that you don't chin your opponent is because the promoter is less likely to give you a fight again, just in case you chin their next prospect. So it's not always a good idea to go out or to try and win the fight. The idea is to stay stuck in there, rough them up a little bit yourself, but don't hurt them too much, but ultimately let them win is pretty much the idea of it, but don't get stopped out. So Kristian to go this long, that is some kahunas, man. 300 fights. I said now he was at he had, was it, 1400 rounds. That is phenomenal, absolutely phenomenal. So I'm going to pass the torch to somebody. I'm going to issue him the challenge, and his name is Lewis Van Push. And Poochie, my friend, I'm challenging you to go 300. Now, of course, he's just told me that he's not going to do that when he hits 100 himself. He's thinking about knocking it on the head himself. At the minute, Poochie, he is on a record of 7 wins. One of those by stoppage, by the way, which Kristian never did. He never actually stopped anybody. But Poochie, he's got 76 losses and 1 draw. So he's not too far away from 100. In fact, he does actually have a fight this weekend as well. And he's got 3 more after then over the next couple of months. So go support him. Now, what I want you all to do, because he said that he's thinking about dropping it on the head at 100, I want him to replace Kristian as Britain's best journeyman. Now, it's only another 210 fights, Poochie. Come on, man. Man up. Come on, 200 fights. That's not too much. Do 4 rounders. That's only 800 rounds. If you do 6 rounders, if you want to go real hardcore, that's only 1,200 more rounds. And what I want everybody to do in the comment section is to go over to Poochie's Twitter and Instagram, and you'll see it on the screen right now exactly where to go, and go over there and tell him to man up. Okay, stop being a wimp. We don't want no 100. We want 300. In fact, no. 301. Go in there for another 800 rounds. Get your head kicked in. What's the issue? It's not really a problem, is it? Right, okay. Poochie's funny. He's real funny. He's a real character, such a nice guy. And I soon will be having him on the channel, that is for sure, so we can all have a good chat with him. Poochie, he fights at super middleweight, by the way, in case anybody was wondering. So, yeah, anyway, that's the news that Kristian Laight has in fact retired with 300 fights. 300. Nearly 1,400 rounds. Can you imagine getting your head kicked in for 1,400 rounds and come out okay? That is one tough man. It really is. The life of a journeyman is not easy. It really isn't. But one bonus with some of these guys is that because as long as they don't get stopped, as I said earlier in this video, they can fight as many times as they want. And some of them get paid real well. So much so that they can actually earn more in their career than maybe somebody who's actually going for a title can. Because the ones going for a title, you know, they're going through journeymen and all that kind of thing, and then suddenly they reach the pinnacle and then they fail. And then the big paydays don't come. But with a journeyman, you can just keep on fighting, $1 grand, $2 grand, sometimes $5 grand, whatever it may be for a show, And if you're fighting 2-3 times a month, imagine how much money they're actually earning. But you know what? These guys deserve it, because they're going there to pretty much be punching bags. Not something that I would want to do. But anyway, Poochie, man up. Come on, man. Stop messing about. Not really. Of course not. 100 bouts. That's good enough for anybody. Really is. Anyway, big up to Kristian Laight. 300 bouts. Fantastic stuff. Everyone, drop your thoughts below. Click that thumbs up. Subscribe. Catch you all on the next video.